And it may take, a while for things to kick in, but it also took a while for us to get here. And not every young person has experienced a negative background. Although you speak about 75% of these young people being, coming from backgrounds of domestic violence, not every young person has experienced that. Some of them come from loving homes and are very much influenced by their environment. They're influenced by their peers. As I spoke about earlier, peers are being parented by their peers. Now, if you are not engaging with your child or the young people, then how do you get to intercept that? How do you get to be involved in that if you don't go out and talk to them? If you don't see them and say, what are you doing here? I know if I, however many years ago it was, that was really my age, if we sat in a group on the corner, one of the neighbours would come up and go, what are you doing? They never got why don't you not play ball? Like, why don't you go over the park? Somebody would say something. But now I feel, sometimes I feel like there's a little bit of fear between the elders and the youngers. I mean, I don't know how anybody else feels about that, but I believe, they've created a distance and we're actually living in the distance with them. We're not broaching that space. There's like a void there. But, sorry, where's the other one?
Yeah, my name's Michael. Sorry to cut you, but one of the things I wanted to pick up on was the community that you were saying. First and foremost, like, I live in Japan. The community that I live in no more, it doesn't exist. First and foremost, it's more of a transient community because we've got a lot of students and people that live moving out on short-term leases in the flats where I live. So that community doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, the children are hanging about on the corners, like you said, because there's nothing to do. We have not, the other thing that I wanted to say was, there's been an element of mistrust planted in the communities for us to inform on each other if someone's doing something wrong, yeah? Making too much noise, having a good time in their house, where they live, in their community, right? Those things have been taken away from us. So there's an element of mistrust. Nobody wants to check on their neighbor because you look like you're trying to do them something. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't know where to start with how you're gonna even try to change the mindset. You've got to change the mindset in the actual community, first of all, and let people start to trust each other again. Neighbors, trusting neighbors. Yeah? I live where I live now for 20 years. The lady next door, I've seen her, she's 80 odd years old now. I'm in her house nearly every day. I've got a key for her house, she's got a key for mine. If anything happens to her, I will know. The people them downstairs in my block, the people them upstairs in my block, everybody in my block speaks to each other. But I've still got transients in the block. Yeah, there's people who just come for 6 months at a time and they go. But everybody in the block makes them know that this is a communal block. This is the kind of thing that has to be going on everywhere, not just where I live. Everywhere. The whole of England, not even Lambeth where we live here. You understand? That's the only thing that's going to break down the mindset. Start from right there.
A few community leaders in the room. So we're going to move on to Donna Sinclair. Maybe you can talk around some of the issues that have been discussed and where you stand on
the whole thing.
You ready to do your bit?
Go on. Go up front. So you sit on the desk.
One, two, mic check.
How do you stop it a minute? I need a drink of water. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, can I get a drink of water, please? Sir, please. Yeah, it's a minute, 2 seconds.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Sinclair from Options for Change. Donna Sinclair from Options for Change. I'm sorry about my voice this evening. It's alcohol that just woke up and didn't have a voice. I hope it comes back. I lead a children's charity for Options for Change. It was really interesting listening to everybody and getting a different perspective on what the issue children and young people. Options for Change, we work as advocates. We are the voice, we like to think, and work for those who need interventions and services to enable them to address issues like social welfare, education, youth offending, and what I feel in terms of violence that's going on after school in gangs, what you're seeing in the youth offending team, what we're hearing about that's happening in homes, I think are happening as a result of the issues not having collective ownership. I've heard everything about the parents, I've heard everything about the children, but I've not heard how communities are taking collective responsibility for the issues. Has anyone ever heard of the Parent Act? If you've heard of the Parent Act, please put your hand up. You've heard of the Parent Act. What year is it from? Well, I haven't. I've heard of the Children Act, and I've heard of Every Child Matters. I've not heard of the Parent Act, and I've not heard that Every Child Matters. So, can't have the child without a parent. So when we don't have equal matter, then we're digging ourselves into a hole. Yes? I know I'm limited for time. And I think it's a reason why my voice isn't going, because I came here to blow fire. I came here to blow fire this evening because only yesterday I had a 15-year-old service user from charity, and she had an incident a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, where she was beaten up and attacked by 4 other very young ladies on her way home from school, to a point that she was unconscious and hospitalized. This could have been prevented if we had a head teacher that was worth her pay packet. A head teacher that's not sitting on the back of her children, living in the showers, coming into our community, getting that pay packet, but taking no responsibility for the welfare, the safety, the aspirations, and the development of children in her charge. When this young lady was being provoked by the other people in the playground, she knew of it, she did nothing. There was an argument in the playground, and she made sure that she called the young persons in and asked her, so you want to start a riot in my school? This young woman, as far as I understand, was the victim. Okay? The next thing I understand from this young lady is that in her next meeting with the head teacher, who is collecting my taxes to be paid to look after our children, was very clear in her opinions that, well, you're a black girl, you're in care, the outlook doesn't look too good for you, does it? Because it's just my throat. The statistics says, and she was told what the statistics says happens to black children, therefore the outlook doesn't look good for her. As if that was not enough, she also gave an example of a black male that she went to school with, or wherever she went with him, and he is now in prison, and she is a head teacher.
Wow.
So this is the lesson, this is the lecture for someone who was beaten unconscious, was hospitalized, and is claiming that she was with the head teacher, the deputy head, and the police officer with the door closed. I heard your pain when you talked about your son being restrained. We had a father came to us to our charity with a 5-year-old covered in bruises. And this child claimed that he had the same experience. And I said, okay, if that happened at home, the police would have been called. Social services would have been called.
right.
We called the police. We advocated for him. And the police went and sat in school and did search. The next thing we knew, this young man was fast-tracked out, excluded from school at the age of 5.
Yep.
So what is the lesson to him? When do we start growing that anger? Yes? If he had gone to school with bruises on his arms, under his arms, yeah, from a restraint at home, it would have been a case conference.
Yep.
It would have been a police cell for the parents.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the parents would have been at the liberty of that child to decide, well, am I going to be a good boy, or am I going to get mommy and daddy into more trouble?
Yeah.
So now I rule this roost, because they can't speak to me. If they speak to me, I go to school, and I'm going to say to someone, or whether it's true or not, right, I am passionate about children. Very passionate about the development of children. I'm going to end by saying that something stinks.
Yep.
Something really stinks
Yep.
in our community. We're looking at parents. We are looking at children. When we raise children in a society, if my voice can project, raise them in a society that tells them that it's okay to walk past someone and not say hello, and that is okay.
No.
Yeah, to raise them in a society that they don't have to say good morning. If you say good morning, then you're probably mad. So you're an alien. And if you come at me, you deserve what you get. Right. We need practitioners, there's a lot of practitioners in this room, to demand more. To demand more for parents who feel disempowered, for parents who feel disabled. We need more for children that I've heard are fearful. We need systems that work for children. We need systems that work for families. It is not okay for us to look at the child at the end of the journey. We look at the child at the start of the journey. We all have our parts to play. Yes? Please do not tell any child in any school that has 75% black pupils and put fingers up about starting riots. Yes? About who goes to be a head teacher and who goes to be the criminal. And they know what the statistics are. It's almost like a rite of passage for the black child to go to prison now. Yes? But what is the journey? You know what we've got to do? Have collective responsibility and change that journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. So we now have
Excuse me.
a solution-focused organisation in the building formed by community members from Harlesden and standing with our children. Okay, so I'm just going to invite up Jah King, who is one of the founders of that organisation.
Just like to give an introduction as well. Jah King heard about the event and said that when I called him, because I heard about it through the Dread, to Billy Dread, and Billy introduced. When I rang him, he said he knows already. Yo, we'll never trust you again with the system, Lee. Never. We just got a system upstairs, we should have brought it down. No, not really, anyway. But yeah, so he said he knows about the event already and he was coming anyway. It's amazing. So, and the powers is that they're putting in work already. And when he tells you the work they're doing and the reaction of it, the outcomes from the public saying, where's all the youths gone? Let him tell you, man, powers, Jah King.
Yeah. Black Power family, Jah King from Harlesden, standing with our children. Well, obviously we're all having the same problem everywhere, north, south, east, west, as black people, yeah? And I'm very race first. That's first things first. I'm very race first, yeah? We can't worry about nobody else or nothing else because we're at the bottom of the pile. As a people, we're at the bottom of the pile and everyone knows that. We know that. We're the ones who's in the least position to house our children and things like that. We got people who can just send their youth them to uni and whatever, and our youth them got to be working and hustling and doing other things. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to focus on us. Shall I just loud the mic up? Yeah, we got to focus on us. Yeah. So Kumari got killed. Kumari Barnes. Everybody hear about the 15-year-old that got killed in Halsden? Yeah. Kumari Barnes got killed, and my daughter, she used to go to school with the little boy that killed him, and she knows Kumari. So they were all friends basically. And my daughter said to me like, yeah, Dad, my friend got killed today. I said, what do you mean, who? She said, Kumari. And she told me the little boy as well. She said to me, you know who done it? You remember the little boy that you stopped fighting outside when I used to go to primary school? I was like, okay. And this little boy, you know what? He used to win all the sports medals at school. That's how I even knew him. I used to film him and things. Say, show them your medals and that, because he'll win like the most medals in the whole school. And he was a good boy. He was a manageable boy as well. But he wanted to impress people. He was one of those ones. He weren't like bad, you know. Nothing, but most of our youths ain't bad, you know. You understand what I'm saying? They're not bad, you know, but they're trying to act bad. You know what I'm saying? And it is a thing as well. As the elders, I don't like when I see the youth them, look at the youth them. Because where did they learn it from? They learned it from us. We used to be listening to Bounty Killer. People dead. That's the lyrics what he was singing. You understand what I'm saying? And then we're saying drill music, real. So what's it? He's directly saying people dead. You understand what I'm saying? So what the youth them do is they emulate us.
Yes.
They're gonna be better than whatever we're doing. So if we're doing bad, they're gonna do even worse. And if we're doing good, they're gonna do even better. So we gotta look at ourselves. I know what it is. It's not a blame game right now. For us as a people, we just need to go through our healing. You're over. It's not a blame game. It's not look at the youth them or blame ourselves, because enough of the time we didn't know better. So it's just come to a moving forward stage now. Moving forward, we decided to say, you know what? I just said, you know what? Let's go out. Let's start reconnecting with the youth them again. Because right now, if you see youth them fighting outside and you try to stop them, they're more than likely want to fight you. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so, as far as I'm concerned, because I used to be those exact same children. You can't come as an adult. You've never given me no praise. You've never said hello to me. You've never shown me no love. But now you want to come pull me up. Come out of here. That's me personally. You got to show me love. The adults them who see me and they say, you're right, what's going on? Boom, boom, boom. Hi, good morning, bam. When they pull me up now, I'm going to have the respect for them. And say, you know why? Because they'll see me and they'll be cool. I might be 5 pence short or something in the shop and they put down the thing for me. Yeah. You done something for me. Even just saying hi to me and being nice to me, because we don't do that enough. We, even as people, we don't walk down the road and say hi to, you see me, I say hi to every black person enough time. You understand what I'm saying? Even as adults, we don't do that enough. So the youth them ain't seeing examples of that, and the youth them ain't doing that. We need to be setting the example. We're the elder ones. We're the general. We can't blame the youth them, you understand? So I said, let's go out, let's reconnect with the children then, and have it so we can pull them up if anything. So I said, how are we going to do that? Boom, all right, after school patrols now. Because that's when a lot of the crime's happening after school. That's when a lot of the violence is happening. So, to me, I'm very much, I don't like, when I say I don't like talking, I can talk for long still. But I don't do the bag of chatting it. I'm action in it. Yes. Very much action. That's what we talk. So I just formulated up the thing, said, you know what? I know that they're going to want to come at us, because anytime black people come together, with me, my thing's very controversial, because it's black only. It's the volunteers are all black, and we don't want nobody else helping. Now this, we're showing everybody, we're not dependent, we're independent. As a community, we can deal with our own problems. Those are our children. No one can't deal with them better than us. No one don't know them better than us. No one don't love them more than us. You see what other people call dealing with our children? It's punishing our children. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I've heard people speak about everything about problems in here tonight, but I never heard nobody mention the police. I never see the police stop a group of white children yet. Big groups of black children, I see them stopping after school. And when I was young, and they used to be troubling me and harassing me like that, I'm mad enough. And I well want to do them something enough. But I can't, otherwise I'm going to go to prison. So here who's going to get it? You.
Okay,
You always what I'm saying, though, family. So no, we got to deal with this because as a community, if we want solutions, we got to speak openly and honestly.
Okay, and I don't want to.
You always what I'm saying.
I don't want to stop you from talking about those solutions, but I do want you to focus on what you have, what the actual actions are that you took.
Right. So the actions now, as I said, yeah, we started up the after school. Patrols, and even say when we started up the after school patrols, it's the police who's phoning and telling us about they got concerns. Concerns about what? Everybody loves it. The streets right now, the residents are coming up to us every day. Love what you're doing. The roads have been so clear since, and we've only been doing it, this is the 5th week now. Every day, from Monday to Friday. We love what you're doing. The streets are so clear now. You see the chicken shop over there? The police used to get called over there at least once a week.
Quickly, how does it work?
Can I just ask you exactly how does that work between you and the young people, and what message are you conveying?
What is done now,
that makes the change?
for example, even when I went to the funeral, we're seeing children in the funeral where, to be honest, I didn't even recognise them. But they recognise us and they're calling us sir and miss. Like we're teachers and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's like we built a good rapport with them. Like they proper like us. When they see us in like hi, they all say hi to us first now, because what we said was when we go out there, we can't try and discipline them. We're not in that position. We haven't earned that respect yet. So we just got to go out, see them. If anything, the most, smile, you look alright.
So
And we also handed out a little literature to say what we're out here for.
So you're present, you explain who you are via a communication on a card,
Yep.
and eventually, over time, you've built up a rapport with these young people, and they respect you.
And the people who assist have to be people who have been checked, for
Of course.
How is recruitment?
Yeah, what we done was, really and truly, at the end of the day, this isn't what you have to do, yeah? Because we're all law-abiding citizens. There's no thing stopping you from walking down the road at the end of the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, there wasn't much to do realistically in terms of, before we went out. We had one public meeting on the Sunday, because they had their little week's holiday. So we had a public meeting on the Sunday. There was things structured behind that before, but we had a public meeting on the Sunday, and we started the next day, the following Monday. Do you know what I mean? We've gone out. Obviously, things are being tightened up here and there. You learn along the way. And anybody else looking to start up something like that, we're more than welcome to share any problems or any good things that we've had come along the way. And also as well, we've got people to help with stuff like building websites and stuff for anyone who does want to start up something in their borough, basically.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming
Thank you,
along.
Jah King.